Buenas, I am Anthony Archibald and you are watching Black, Gay, and Catholic. Today I want to talk about something that has affected me, it has affected others, and is still affecting other people. I want to talk about living in the closet and what it was like for me. When looking back at my journals from high school, I described living in a closet in 4 different ways. I described each wall and how it affected me. The first wall I described was self-hate, and I defined it as, I wish I wasn't gay. The second wall was deep sadness, and I described it as, when will this pain ever end? And the third wall was a longing for freedom. When will I ever be free? And the fourth wall was extreme terror. And I wrote in capital letters, please don't kill me. That is what I knew. Those 4 walls were dark, they were cold, yet they were comfortable. It's because it was all I knew. I mean, I was afraid when I left those walls and went to school. I was afraid of being ridiculed. I was afraid of being laughed at. I was afraid of being beaten up. And above all else, I was afraid of being unloved. I mean, sure, I could take being beaten up, or I could take being laughed at, or people using their words to harm me, but being unloved was something I didn't feel I could come back from. I learned to walk a certain way. I learned to talk a certain way. I learned to laugh a certain way. I literally learned to be an entire different person. My parents were great. My parents told me that I was black, that I was handsome, that I would always be successful. But we didn't talk about my effeminate ways. So I hid it because I was afraid. And I also think they knew, but they didn't know what to do with it. High school was difficult. I walked through the hallways scared. I walked through the hallways hoping that no one would out me, or no one would say, why are you twitching your hips? Why are you talking that way? I went home every day. I closed the door and I made sure no one was listening. I needed the house to be still. And I just twirled. I just kept spinning and spinning, and I felt free when no one could see me. And I looked in the mirror and I would tell myself, you are beautiful. I love your eyelashes. I love your eyebrows. I love your twitching hips. I love your high-pitched voice. I love when you preen. And that's what I had to tell myself every day when I got home, because I truly believed that life would get better. It didn't seem like it would. I knew my parents loved me, but it felt at that time that they loved a part of me. I loved a part of me. I felt God loved a part of me, and a part of me I felt shouldn't exist. And then finally, you come out. You come out to certain friends. You come out to specific relatives. Some of us even come out to strangers because it feels easier. But at this point, you don't know who you are, because you've lived a life as a chameleon for so long. You lived a life of pretending to be someone else to be accepted, that you don't know what you like, who you are, what it is to truly experience pain, because you experience pain in a stereotypical type of way when you're in public. And you enter a whole new journey of being. Because when you're in front of your friends or the individuals that you have come out to, you act like yourself. And then when you're in front of the other people that you have not come out to, you act like your other self. It is conflicting. It is hard. You are an actor. You should be paid millions of dollars because you exist in a way that is unacceptable. We shouldn't have to exist this way. We shouldn't have to spend our adolescent years wishing we were somewhere else, someone else, and somewhere else, and fearing who we are and how we feel and who we love. But I want you to know that the beautiful part of that is that you get to create your own journey. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, there is many tears. There are many scares. But it's a beautiful journey when you begin to see the light. You become a trendsetter. You become confident because you tell yourself that I can no longer be someone else but myself. I refuse. I will not be anyone else other than myself. And if you cannot accept that, then you do not belong in my life. You begin to see boundaries. You see the cages that society has put on us, and you say, absolutely not, and you open those doors. You break that lock, and you become yourself. You wear the clothes that you want to wear. You do the gestures that you want to do. You speak in a natural voice that God, the universe, has given to you because it is beautiful. You are beautiful. And you find freedom. And those four walls no longer exist. Self-hate, deep sadness, extreme terror. We don't have time for it. We cannot exist like that forever. You have to set yourself free, and it's not easy. But there is a way. And you can find it. And like I always say, you have to surround yourself with friends that love you and want more of you. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are smart. Your skin color, that melanin, is beautiful. You are loved. And if you are in a situation or a place where people don't love you, you need to look in the mirror and tell yourself you are loved. You need to set yourself up for success. And that success is telling yourself that you are worthy. That you are always worthy. That anyone in your presence must